Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to A New Beginning. This is episode 1 of a free-to-play Awaken Chaos Era series on the main channel. That's right, we're going to be doing this on the main channel because it is my main enjoyable focus at the moment. Now, I have been playing this game from soft launch, so I have in fact seen this cutscene before, okay? I'm going to talk to you guys while the cutscene's going. Now, a few things about this game. If you want to play this game with me, make a free-to-play account or just try the game at all, I will have it in the pinned comment. You can, in fact, download it from the pinned comment and the description, and you can join me. I will be making a free-to-play clan, so if you're going to be making a free-to-play account, feel free to join the free-to-play clan. Now, all of that out of the way, why am I choosing to do a series on this game and why on the main channel? Well, there's a number of reasons. First and foremost, I actually really enjoy the game. I find this game to be free-to-play friendly, as well as have the type of graphic styles I like. And once you get past the campaign story, the game opens up pretty good, and it's not so hard to do what you want to do in the game. And by doing what you want to do in the game, for me, it's going to be conquering the dungeons and seeing how far we can progress as free to play. Now, if you are going to be making an account, it lets you pick a legendary of 7 legendaries right in the beginning of the game. You have to go through and beat 2-8 on the adventure stories that unlocks the rookie summons. So the first major decision we're going to have is what hero do we pick at that 2-8 rookie summon. So from here to there, it's going to be a lot of tutorial and going through the campaign. You're also going to notice this game has a lot of cutscenes. That's because when you're manually playing, the cutscenes cannot be removed, even though they did speed them up from soft launch. It used to be basically twice as long you would watch the cutscenes. So while we're playing this game, if you're like, man, there seems to be a lot of cutscenes, you're not wrong. Now, the game starts us by teaching us the very basics of combat, which is pretty much like most goshes. You're going to attack a hero, it's going to do some damage and whatever effect or etc. that has with it. Now, keep in mind there are 3 moves for most heroes. A lot of heroes do, in fact, have a passive, as it's called a trait. And on top of it, your final ability is your ultimate ability, and most heroes have this started right off the bat, ready to go. Only a few heroes in this game start with their ultimate off cooldown, and you have to slowly ramp it up, for instance. So right out the bat, it's just teaching us the basics of the mechanic, giving us a little bit of lore here. Abaddon's big bad, Sir Nicholas's big good, and they are doing some fighting. So now that we've got through basically the most basic battle possible, they're going to have us walk up in this cutscene and fight a dragon. Now, the dragon fight is actually pretty basic. We just sit here and attack him for a moment. So I'll tell you what happens. The dragon fights us, we fight him, he wins, then Sir Nick goes basically sicko mode and decides to turn into a dark version of Sir Nick, turning him into a corrupted version of himself. That's pretty much all that's going to happen. Okay, here we go. Basically, the dragon's winning. Sir Nicholas is now, like, super tilted and decides to become toxic. Now we are grabbed with some more interesting cutscenes. Basically, some people betray some people. Who would have guessed? They try to get the treasure, and Sir Nick becomes a big bad, and now he is a terrible person. Cutscenes over. Let us begin the game. So it's going to start us out right in the bat, right into the adventure story, which is good because we need to get through the story to 2-8 in order to get our rookie summons anyway, and that is going to be 100% the focus. Now, we're basically still in the tutorial. Everything is on rails, for instance, but it won't take too long for the rails to get taken away. Now, if you look here, it's going to show us exactly how the breakdown of the trinity of combat works. Water beats fire, fire beats wood, wood beats water, light and dark beat each other. Okay, so we beat the stage, and we got a new person in our party, Celine. Celine's kind of cool because her ultimate ability actually doesn't have an animation. So for that reason, it's kind of nice using her because she's pretty quick in the beginning. Look at this. See, here's her ultimate, but no animation. It just does the move and people die, which is quite nice. Hilariously enough, seeing the same animations like this one over and over and over again get old pretty quickly. But once you can increase the speed, the 2.5 increases the speed of the animations as well to match the new increased game rate, and it makes it not quite as bad. That happens soon enough. So basically what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to fight through the campaign. It's going to be exactly what you just saw over and over and over again until I get to 2.8. And it's going to break down some of the basic game mechanics. Speaking of game mechanics, one of the best ones to talk about here is Jelly. So the way Jelly works is it's basically experience in this game, and you get Jelly by doing different things. However, when you have a hero that's completely maxed, let's say level 60, which is totally maxed, and you solo with that hero and you beat the wave, for instance, all of the experience that you would have gained on anyone that was maxed rose into these things called jelly, which we just use to upgrade our hero. So because of that, you can use any hero you want to do the battles, and you won't have any problems when it comes to leveling your heroes. You can just use your favorites all of the time, which is a huge, awesome thing in this game. Okay, so now we have to beat this mission. Once we beat this mission, it unlocks these summons for us, which are going to allow us to get our first hero, which is guaranteed to be an epic, and that epic is going to be Kane the Bear. Kane's okay. He's all right. I mean, he does a stun and does some decent damage, but he's not exactly like game-changing or anything crazy like that. So he's not really a hero that we're super excited about to get. But now at least the summoning portal is unlocked, okay? Now there are codes you can use, even on the free-to-plays, brand new, and those codes will give you summoning shards you can use to try to get new heroes. However, a lot of those codes require me to be level 10 in order for those to work, profile level 10, and we're not there yet. So for the moment, we're still going to be focusing on the campaign, and you can see here the Dragon Age, it's hatching, and out comes the dragon person who is basically our summoning, and it's going to show us exactly how the summoning works, and it's going to pull us Kane. I will show you here. Hello, it's time to summon, and you click on this, you get your free summons, which of course is going to be that epic, and this is the rookie summons I was talking about. We will get to choose our free legendary hero, but we're going to have to wait until we beat 2-8, which should happen today on this episode. This is going to be an epic, and out comes our Kane. Now, we're probably not going to use him, to be honest with you, very much. We're just going to throw him in the team to be kind of a little bit of a damage soak, and that's about it. Time to name the team. We're going to go with DM free to play. Okay, let's see if we can get that name. Oh, can't contain spaces. Okay, so we're going to go DM free to play, one word. Okay, and there we go. We got it. We have the name now, and it says it wants us to go to the heroes, click on Kane, and then from here, it's going to want us to upgrade our Kane, obviously. And now we have to do the gear. So if you actually look at the gear, it's exactly the same in other gacha games. You have gear, you level it up with your charms, except gear in this game is sort of the in-game. Gear is really where it matters the most as compared to like heroes and all that stuff. Okay, it's really the gear grind is where it's at. Now, I'm not going to worry about gear at the moment, and it doesn't cost anything to remove gear, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm just going to continue through the story, and we should be fine until we get to 2-8. So now that we have Kane, we have in fact unlocked the auto battle, which is slightly nicer, just so I don't have to constantly click on everything. And we will continue through. I think at this point they're going to be giving us the launch reward, which is one of the best heroes in the entire game as soon as we have access to our mailbox. That hero being Nathalia. So as soon as we get Nathalia, every bit of focus we have on this account is going into Nathalia, as she's an absolutely amazing hero and one of the most generous offers that I've ever seen in a gacha game, considering that Nathalia is used to beat essentially the best dungeon in the game, which is Magistrate 12. So it's really just a good gift in the beginning, but we're not there yet, disclaimer. And now that we beat this stage, we actually get Zachary as a reward for this stage too. Zachary is sort of a red nuker. He will be all right. I don't know if he's 100% something that I'm super excited about, but in the beginning, we don't really have too many options now, do we? So we're going to have to use him. Okay, here we go. Now we're actually open and free, so we can go get our login rewards, etc. Let us go straight up to here, because what we want to do is we want to see, there it is, the diamond login rewards, all the updates, the Discord milestones. We get a few things, and there's the grand opening with Nathalia, who's an absolutely insane hero. I have a video on my second channel talking about how to build her, in case you're curious for that. We're going to grab all of our rewards here. There we go. Now, let's go to the shop and let's get our free weekly, which has a few diamonds in it and some jelly, and we'll get that, which is free as well. Now we go to the summoning portal here, and we're going to use our summons. So we have 3 summons here, and we have a chance to try to get an epic or even a legendary if we get so lucky. This is our first non-rigged shard, and this one is going to give us an elite. What do we get here? Our first elite is a Mary. Wow. So basically the best elite is the first one. So Mary is quite good, has invincible stack as well as a bonus turn. Gotta like that. So that is a very good elite to have right off the bat. We will take that. Now next shard's going to be another elite. Who's the next elite we get? That is going to be Taluk. Okay, don't really care too much about that, to be honest. I think he's used in one of the synthesis, if I remember correctly. Third one here. Nice, we get at least an epic. We do get an epic, and what do we get out of our epic? We get Celestial Cane. Wow, that's a 1%. So we got Mary and Celestial Cane right off the bat. That's really good. 2 light heroes, and both of those heroes have a way of applying invincible on the entire team. That's going to be a fantastic start to the game right there. Now, one thing you can do, you can go to the diamond shop. I have 320 diamonds. Now, I could choose to buy the foodies for 240. That's probably the best choice, but I'm a dopamine guy, so I'm going to buy the discounted crystals, the 3 you can get per week, and I'm going to go for 3 more pulls, so that way we'll have 6 pulls of this already. Let's see what we can get here. Come on, let's get another one. Come on, let's see if we can get something good. Oh, wow, we got another epic. So back-to-back epics. Okay, and what do we get for this epic? We get Windstrex. Wow, so we got, holy moly. So we got Mary, Celestial Cane, Windstrex, and Nathalia. Like 4 really good heroes. That's actually crazy lucky. I'll take that. Windstrex is considered one of the best epics in the entire game. That right there is why I wanted to pull with the diamonds. Vought, okay, I think he's for one of the synthesis. And the reason Windstrex is so good is she gives attack up and speed up on the team. Plus, she has pretty good base speed once you have the glyphs on her. So what we'll have is a team that can speed up the team, then have the invincibles all placed at, you know, right as the turn ends with Celestial and Mary and all that. And then we can do DPS with the Nathalia, because we're going to have a whole bunch of actual buffs up. And if you look at the way Nathalia works, she does more and more damage based upon how many buffs that she actually has on her, and she gives herself more buffs if she has buffs. So we're going to pair that with both the Celestial Cane, who gives invincible to the entire team. We're also going to be pairing that with Mary, where if you look at Mary, she gives invincible stack to the entire team. And we're going to be pairing that as well with our Windstrex. If you look, she's going to be giving speed up and attack up to the team. So we obviously have a bunch of different buffs that are going to be able to help out the Nathalia. Nathalia being the most important, so she's going to be getting all of our upgrade jelly right from the beginning. Now, our next focus from here on out is to get to stage 2-8. But I think this episode has been going on long enough. So I think what we're going to be doing here is we're going to wrap up this episode, and I will see you guys on episode 2. Don't forget to like the video if you like this series. Subscribe if you're new for more Awaken Chaos daily free-to-play content, and I'll see you on the next video.